Let's go. Let's get all the let's goes in the chat. This is game 5 of the semifinals, Battle of Africa, an amazing 3v3 tournament. And man, have the players been on their top form today. It is all tied up, 2-2. Whoever wins this faces Aftermath in the finals of this tournament. The last time that I saw these two teams in the group stage in a best of 5, and it was tied 2-2, Tyrant won. Will Finland be able to get the victory this time? We'll see. For Finland, we have Veliz. He is playing as the Khmer in the orange. In the blue, we have Gats for Zupi. In the teal, we have the Max, the best player for Finland, playing as the Britons. And of course, it had to be this way. Once again, he's up against the Viper. The Viper has chosen Ethiopians. Tato, his pocket, is Turks. So far, just want to point this out. My predictions are correct on the civs. And then Doubt is Slavs. So what I said in the beginning, well, actually, hold on. On this map, it's important you collect goats around the outer ring, send them into your base, and then start walling up. Those are the early game elements to this. Now, my prediction was that we'd see the Goths player and the Turks player wall up and sling. I know many people see Britons and they see Goths and they think, okay, Britons will completely get wrecked, but no, not necessarily, because how are you going to... There's no stone on this map, so how are you going to get a castle to go Huskarls? Likely, what I think we'll see is Zupi. He will wall up here, he will wall up here, just completely wall up his base, which he can easily do. He will go to Feudal Age and he will sling... Will it be Max? Will he sling Max to Castle Age so Max can get the extra range over Viper and we'll have a micro war with their crossbows? Or will he sling Veliz, as Veliz will be going Elephants? I don't know. Now, I saw this in the past. I think it was Finland and Tyrant, actually. And we did see a sling from the Goth player, except Tyrant had Goths, and the sling roll was on Tato's shoulders. And Tato, he had sent his villagers to the north to collect the elephants, because Goths have a bonus with killing these. And he slung the food to someone to go Knights and Elephants. I think we might see the same from Zupi, in all honesty. So, we'll have to keep an eye on this. I have to say, this map is a great map for a final game, because no one has a forward gold. You only have one. This hill will be a big talking point between Veliz and Doubt, but at least, again, the gold is safe and there's other wood lines to take. Viper's situation isn't the best when it comes to wood, but it is behind his TC. It is to the north. Compare that to Max, and he can take some of this and some of this, so I don't know. Max has to go a bit more forward for it. Doubt has 2 wood lines to choose from. And that is all I really have to say here. I think I have the strategies down pat. The walling positions will be the biggest talking point. To Matrix, if you... Here's the deal with Goths and why they're bad. They're not bad, they're bad here. It's close quarters. They need time. Even if you wasted all your gold, spent 600 some gold to buy a castle, you build the castle, and then you need the food to pump them out of barracks to make it worth it. Because Huskarls can be countered by the elephants we might see and by the knights. So, at this level, it's just not possible to see Goths contribute anything more here. Anything with their infantry, unless we're talking late game. Are relics still a thing? Yeah, relics are still a thing. Vinda Hobbit guy. They're around the map here. But I think that wall positions, again, important. If you play Black Forest, it's kind of similar to Black Forest, where you want good positions with your forward walls. Okay, Viper building a barracks. Now, this is good intel for Max. He can see Viper's building a barracks, and Viper might be considering going with a Drush or Man-at-Arms. Ready. Max shouldn't be too worried about that, at least coming forward, because he should wall this off, but this is open on the backside. Okay, Doubt. He's going to go Man-at-Arms. And you notice how neither of them wanted to get to the top of the hill with the walls, because enemy scouts or militia could have killed the bills. This hill is huge. Viper walling up. Viper is drushing. So a Dark Age rush is when you make 3 militia to distract your opponent. Now, funny thing is, he won't be able to go through here. If he wants to get to anyone else, he will have to go actually around. He has to go around, so we'll just run into walls. Now, what is this? What is this from Tato? Tato's building a barracks, so maybe they won't commit to the sling. Likely scouts from Tato, bringing in lots of goats, which is good. Scouts as Turks is fantastic. And Zupi also building a barracks. Okay, so Turks need gold for their military. They can start with scouts and feudal. And Goths, they just need time to get to their strong infantry options. Now, what is this from Doubt? He's considering a tower, it seems. Man-at-Arms tower, strong strategy on any map. And, oh, it's scouts here from Valise, okay. I assumed we'd see archers from the flank. This tower's going up and Valise, I think he sees it. Oh, but look, you see this? Doubt has delayed 3 villagers just enough to guarantee that his tower will go up. And he can still annoy with his scout. So now they're signaling. Viper coming around with his drush. On his way to feudal, hasn't done anything yet. Valise will get his tower up. Not Viper. Doubt's tower will go up too. I think Valise has defended well from this, in all honesty. He still has other wood lines to go to. And the man-at-arms won't get in. Okay. The Viper will go into archers. We're already seeing the ranges now from Max, and he's going to start making them immediately. Scouts from Tato, I guess most of the engagements will be on this side. And he's going to accompany Doubt. Now, the tough thing for Valise is these units have a hill advantage. So Valise, he doesn't want to lose his stable, but the man-at-arms will kill this pretty quickly. And Tato, if he keeps his units here, he's going to keep Valise away from pressuring Doubt. And Valise still has to garrison villas to kill this tower. And Tato's scouts are coming. This is looking pretty good here for Doubt. Is he going to lose a vill? He won't lose a vill. Yeah, he will lose a vill. Zupi showed up with a scout. Well played, Zupi. Zupi. Oh, he's fast castling? What? Completely unexpected. Now, I'm okay with being wrong. Fast castle into knights as Goths, I guess. Okay. So Valise has to hold. Max has to hold. Max sending archers this way. And he will kill the man-at-arms. Doubt. He is adding a few archers of his own. This is the final game for one of these teams in the tournament. It all ends here for someone. And the finals begin for someone else. Stables kept alive. Nice engagements here from Viper. I really like the way he's used his militia and scout, despite not being able to get through the walls. And Viper's on the way to castle now. Now, did he... He didn't receive sling. Okay, just Drush FC. Oh, this is totally not what I expected. Not what I expected at all. Zupi still hasn't built a stable. I'm quite confused as to what he's going with. But Viper, he's going to have crossbows, and a lot of them, with range over Britons, as he'll be in Castle Age. They're signaling the outer golds. When they find an opportunity to go there, they will. Guys, it's just goats here. Just goats here. Now, what they'll often do is they'll leave their goats in the corner so they can see if someone has gone there. I think Tata did that intentionally. If he loses his goats at any point, he can assume that Zupi has gone there. Remember, it was Tata who used that strat last time. Max has more numbers for now. And I guess... Guys, I'm almost thinking that Zupi will try and buy a castle. Where? Oh, he's going with Siege. Okay. Where is the stable from him? He'll go for Mangonels. And now Max is on the way up. So what about Doubt? What has he done here? Oh, he's also soon on the way up. And whoa, he got through. He ran around. And Tato's also here. This is big. This is big. The quick wall denied. Oh, oh, the timing with the palisade gate from Zupi. Holy cow. Never mind. It still might just buy him a bit of time. Yeah, Max has to come this way. Viper's getting Bodkin and crossbow, but Zupi will have Mangonel. Yeah, the units are in. Where you gonna go, Del? Where you gonna go, Tato? This is probably where it ends for this army. You'll have to run away. On the bright side, though, they have brought Max away from his base. This is perplexing. You know, Goths going with Siege, there's no bonus associated with that, so it is awkward to play with Goths. I expected a sling and I was wrong. Ballistics now for Viper. This is not a good sign for Finland that Viper's is getting the ranged units masked, because we know how good he is with micro. But he definitely can't face this now. Tato's on the way to castle. And Tato can send knights for this, of course. The Viper, very nice dodging there. Max is about to hit castle. This Maganel will be saved. Repair from Max. Viper kills the repair villager, splits away. Maganel's stuck, but yep. It'll stay alive, and now we'll soon have Britain range for Max. Now, Valise is going to hit castle. So this is a great game. Thank you. Can everyone in the chat say thank you to the players for having some cojones and not slinging? Everyone say thank you, because had they gone for the sling, I wasn't excited about that prediction. I expected it, but I was not excited about that prediction. Britain range gives these crossbows 8 range. It is 23 military versus 17, so Max is actually ahead of Viper in numbers. Now, we could see pikemen. We could see pikemen from Zupi. He created a lot of spears. And their small hill will help out a great deal in the fights. And I think Finland know that. Now, this hill is not small, and that will really help the Tyrant players. Oh, look at Doubt sneaking in here. The elephant now on the way for Valise. This is expected by everyone, as Khmer, and should clean this up, but I just like how they delayed there. Tato sending out a few light cap. So, it's both the pockets don't have the best civilizations. They're going for siege. Now, this is big. Viper's going to lose his archer ranges. He'll have to rebuild them. He might have ballistics, but he still cannot take an engagement. Zupi went for a straight fast castle, which is risky, but it has worked out. Now, if you're Valise, do you stonewall your hill? Or stonewall back here? And then just go to this side? I feel like you do. Oh, the Maganel from Tato! Oh, that micro's huge! Can he get one more? The attack round just missing out there. Now, this tower, this hill will be big for Viper to hold. Tower, of course, having more range than the Maganel. Oh, it's going to be about micro. What a way to finish. It's going to be about micro. Take the Maganels out of the equation, and Finland win this fight. It's going to be tough to get any shots in on these crossbows. And it's also going to be necessary that Tato arrives with some monks of his own. I'll pay attention to everything else on the mini-map, but for the most part, we will focus here for the final game. Viper with 24 military, it's 31 for the max. Oh, Tato's trying to kill the outpost, but he sees. And Zupi was thinking about getting a shot in on him. And look at the micro from Max. Good stuff there. One conversion can change so much. And one Maganel shot can change so much. This is amazing. Even this hill can be big. Now, if Tato converts an elephant, then that elephant will then go to his side and can pick off a Maganel. So, this is high-level stuff. There's a signal. I doubt it's sending a lot of knights this way. Knights are a bit faster, but elephants are a bit stronger. And Viper taking some losses. Look at Tato's resources, chat. You see that? He has lots of res. He also has a Maganel in each of those siege workshops. No monks over here. No one wants to take an engagement. They're so scared. And I get it, you know? I get it. Viper has a hill. Oh, this could be bad. This could be bad for Doubt. Oh, that's rough. Just gave away 2 knights for free. They can't push Viper on that hill. There's just too much of an advantage for Tyrant there. A few knights running from Doubt into Valise's base. Valise has been questionable this game, and again, this could hit Zupi. Now, you see the villagers in the corner for Finland now. They're going out, they're getting woo-woo-wooed or rah-rah-rah or whatever, collecting that gold. So they are going to the gold first, and Doubt once again, losing a knight, not losing one to a conversion. Oh, and the siege workshops could die. Will Tatsu get 2 conversions? He will not. Will these pikemen get chewed up by the Mangonels? Oh, looks like they will. I wonder if Doubt's units ran through there by accident, because it just arrived here. I don't know. Viper, guys. He's on his way to Imp. Max is as well. Now, you see how Finland's scouting this corner to see if Tyrant's going out there? Wouldn't be a bad idea just to stick 1 military unit there to deny that. That gold's going to be important. There's only 1 starting gold. Viper will hit Imp first with faster firing crossbows. Britons, they might have that range, but they don't have the firing speed. Now Finland just needs to hold, because Viper will push back out. And, oh, hold on a second. Viper arrived here, found Finland town centers, and he's running back, so Viper's trying to get to that corner, and Finland got there first. I doubt sending knights to that side. Max sending more and more vills out there. He's cheap Britain TCs. That will really help. Tato's army is extremely vulnerable now. Once Max hits Imp, Tato's army actually contributes very little, because the monks can get picked off by the Britain crossbows, and then the Mangonels will as well. And also, Turks don't get onager, so Goths do. So if we're comparing Mangonel to Mangonel, I guess Goths would have the edge there. Ooh, there's a hill though for Tato. They almost lost 2. Luckily, there's a hill advantage. Here, Viper, nice micro to only lose a few units. Yeah, now Finland is signaling and saying, okay, Doubt is on our gold. Wait, I don't like this. Send some pikemen, Zupi, and he's doing it. And Viper's in Imp, and Viper will also micro down the Mangonels. It could be seconds in it, honestly. If Tyrant win this, it could just be the seconds that Viper has now. Because Viper, he has the same range and more attack than Max. And they're deleting, and are they going to run off their hill? I don't know. Now Tato, he's sending resources, so he is slinging, but I understand it. He's slinging the Viper. The Viper, microing down the crossbows. He has 40 military, and that's more than what Max has. Zupi, he cannot add Huskarls. It's just unrealistic, as I said earlier. And soon, Max will have more range, but he'll have lost his hill, and he's lost a lot of precious map control. Soon, villagers will follow. This momentum might allow Doubt to pressure this side more, but Doubt's on the way to Imp, and that is not the case for Valise. Doubt forcing Valise to delete that elephant. Look at this. They're all moved back into Zupi's base. It'll soon be 2 Tyrants, but Valise is also on the way to Imp. Finland just a bit behind. Will it come back to the fact that Tato has Turks and he can collect gold faster? And if he collects gold faster, he can sling more? Will it come back to that? I don't know. The Viper now losing units because he's lacking the range, but here he's still doing so much damage. This is tough. This is tough. Viper, he has 80 military. Zupi has a lot of military, but it's mainly villagers. Zupi has 0 stone, of course. Without Huskarls, he doesn't contribute much for his Britons. Elephants, and then Max going to clean up Viper in Valise's base, but I'm just waiting for Doubt now. Doubt is going to push Valise. Valise is going to need help, and of course, Viper's still pushing now here, and he'll have capped rams. The snowball has begun. Doubt is out here on this gold as well, doing so much damage to Finland, and Doubt is unrivaled on the gold, on the right-hand side. So there's 3 crucial areas now. There's Valise's base for Finland. There's Max's base. And Max, he needs his freaking archery ranges. He has 39 military, 21 now from Viper. But Viper has a lot of momentum, and Doubt on the other side is doing so well. This might turn into a 1v1, or Doubt could come to the middle. I just don't know exactly. And of course, they're going to need to address this, and Doubt, he's killing the TC. Zupi trying to garrison the villagers, repair, garrison the villagers, repair. And he's going to keep it alive for now. He has lots of pikemen out here. Azupi is now slinging the max. So this is kind of what I expected from the early stages. You know, I guess without the Mangonels, both of them, if Zupi would have just slung max, maybe the Mangonels from Tato would have been the difference. I still feel like a straight sling to max from the very beginning would have been so much better because he would have beat Viper to Castle Age. But it's too late for all that now, and oh my god! Viper, what is he doing? He's coming out here with so much. He's out of gold. But he can't go there. And Veliz is here to protect. Viper has half of his economy running. He has siege rams now. I think he's going to go to the corner to try and clean it up. It's funny. Max is probably excited because he's going to kill Viper's eco, but Viper's eco is out on the left-hand side. And they've all gone to wood now. I think they've thought twice about this. Doubt is in Zupi's base with Cavalier. Zupi has the pikemen, of course, but this is not ideal. What on earth are we seeing here? They want this corner. I think they know that everyone needs gold, so they, instead of focusing on the middle, they're going to focus on the corner. And Tato and Doubt have the right-hand corner unrivaled, so maybe this is something that Max expect. Oh my god. Max is going to find these vills, but he's torn because he sees the signal now from Zupi, and he knows what's going on. Oh, this is so smart from Max. He put some arbalests here. Viper is actually running out of wood as well. So Viper will lose a ton of villagers. And also, he could lose his rams and his arbalests. A very obvious sign that Viper's out of gold now, because he's teching into Elite Skirmisher. Now, Doubt is playing extremely well. He has not fought Veliz just yet. Viper, he was doing well, but now it's kind of fallen apart for him. The Cavalier can't even do anything here. Doubts. If he's patrolling this is going to be bad. He's not patrolling, luckily for him. He's running away from the pikemen. Doubt needs to use his speed now, I think. And these elephants, these Khmer elephants, are really going to help as meat for Veliz. I don't think the Cavalier can kill this. And Viper can't get his Arbs here to pick off the pikemen. And I think all the pressure is going to be at Viper's base. And once again, Viper taking losses, losing some of these rams. Max has his units out on the left-hand side of this hill. Now, it's a lot of elite skirms. And even with the extra range, it's not going to be an ideal engagement unless Max has the hill and has some elephants in front. He's using the elephants on the Cavalier, and now he's sending the elephants in front. And he's still pushing in here. It seems like Finland are getting closer and closer here. I mean, the quick wall here was brilliant. Had Doubt got in, I could have been singing a different song. But Doubt can't get in to the base of Zupi to raid him. Doubt is running out of areas to hit. He again can't really hit the golds here. And I'm just waiting for a big push at Viper's base. Now, Tato just got some conversions on the elephants. We didn't see many of those this game. That's good. Again, Cavalier from Doubt doing so well. It is buying Doubt and Tato a lot of time. You see how many vills Tato has and how many vills Doubt has. That's the difference. The overall military population, though, is just huge for Max and co. Will the extra eco for Doubt allow him to come into a carry situation? And the extra eco for Tato, will that be spread around evenly? One elephant will not be enough here from Veliz. And Tato building a monastery. He's gonna work on defending this area just like Zupi is the other side. And now Viper's massing more military again. He has the siege rams to kill the production buildings. Viper's at 36. It is 70 for Max though. Holy shit. It is 70 military for Max. 70 Britain Arbalest for Max. What a game. If you're out of position once, you lose. And now Veliz going into Cavalier. Oh, Doubt's in on Veliz's base. He's played this so smart. Look at the KD for Doubt. He continues to hit the Finland players, and that draws their attack back. This is where the numbers from Max are, and it should be forward. There's no stone on the map, so there will not be a single castle. Viper struggling to deal with the range, especially when he doesn't have Doubt here. And Doubt, well, he has done a good job versus Veliz. Veliz is going into his own Cavalier, which will give him more speed. And Max is going out to the Tyrant Golds. Populations are almost dead even. Veliz is below 100, but it's 130 for both Zupi and Max. And now Viper trying to go out to this corner once again. Big difference is that the slingers, one of them is contributing with pikemen. I don't even know if he's full sling anymore, Zupi. Tato, he's just defending with a few monks. It'll take Max a while to get there, but that'll be important when he does get there. A Viper, he's trying to take this corner, and you know, they're so close to each other, and yet they can't afford to fight at the main bases. And I think the timing will be great here for Tyrant. Look at the numbers from Viper. Look at the numbers from Doubt. Full upgrades on the Cavalier. Tato's on the way to the Imperial Age. Doubt still running around with the Cavalier, keeping them busy, Finland. The TC will die to the siege ramps. There's nothing to stop that TC from going down. Here, Viper, he has a lot of numbers. Tato, he's even sent over monks to get conversions on whatever Cavalier or Elephants show up. Pikemen are strong, but they're not when there are Arbalests there, so the combo is way better here for Viper and for Doubt. Max might have numbers. Now, Max is in on this gold. Veliz is over here, too. Veliz is over here. They're just trading gold spots. You have to be as stubborn as possible here. That tower might buy a little bit of time. It's a gold swap. It's a gold swap, but still Tyrant doing so much better. They still are collecting some of their gold. They still have their TCs up. And Viper's also pushing up the gut now with siege rams. And if there's one thing that beats Britons, it is siege rams. Max has purchased a castle. He's building it on this hill next to the rams as well. It's going to be important he keeps that up. His villagers are exposed. Max is coming to help. Veliz coming with villagers. On the other side now, Max is trying to micro, but he's microing underneath town centers, and Doubt is here with his Cavalier. I think this is looking good for Tyrant. They will have the gold on the right-hand side. Finland do not have as good a grasp on the left. They're desperately trying to have grasp on it. And now the castle will go down on the hill for Max, and Max can't fight up the hill even with more range. It's all falling apart for Finland. They played so well this best of 5. But Doubt, his speed, guys, he has been everywhere. This is not the first time. We saw it in other games as well where Doubt has played well. I think Doubt deserves a lot of credit for the way he's used his Cavalier. Defending his team on the right, hitting the eco of Finland, and now helping with cleaning this up. Can Finland hold on? The Queen Viper up here. Still a burning TC for Zupi. Is this fine? Is it fine, chat? I just don't know. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Everything is needed to save Max now. I know that the gold's important, but he needs the rest of his eco as well. He'll need wood. Right? The poor guy purchased a castle just for it to get battered down. The price of stone is ridiculous. 221 gold for 100 stone. This is where you know it's your final game. You are going to try and try and try. Even collect all the elephants you can for food. But this is where the lumberjacks are for both Veliz and for Max. And Viper is getting so much closer to it. And I think, as they've just taken control of their gold again, I think with Tato and Imp, the momentum is enough for Tyrants. And they should be able to finish this game off. Now, I don't want to call it early. But yes, now Doubt coming in with Siege Ram and Halb, and that simply counters everything Veliz has. Veliz, he only has 5 military units, and those military units are countered by what Doubt has on the hill. It's got to be over now. It's got to be over now. Once this army dies, I don't see how Max can replenish it. He had 70 plus numbers, but it's not going to be enough, and Tyrant will meet Aftermath in the final with another Game 5 victory versus Finland. Wow. What a series. And that game was insane from Doubt and Viper. It's always going to come down to Doubt and Viper, or Zupi and Max. Or, sorry, Valise and Max. Was it down to the lack of speed of the elephants? Was it down to the lack of timings? I feel like Viper's Imperial Age time was very strong. I don't know. Was it down to the fact that they had Turks and not Goths? Remember, they could have chosen Turks. They didn't. Tyrant chose Turks. Did Tato sling more? I actually want to see that. At the same time, chat, I would absolutely love to see some salutes for Finland. They played their heart out this tournament. In the group stage, they lost on the same map, Game 5 to Tyrant, and unfortunately, Tyrant had their number once again. I want to see the sling difference. Very curious to see this. So Tato, yeah, see Zupi, he invested in a lot of pikemen, which helped save their corner, but it didn't really help push it all. Tato was virtually full sling after his first couple Mangonels. 13,000 resources sent to Viper versus the 4,000 resources Max received and the under 2,000 resources that Valise received. Could have been a bad strategy. Maybe Goth should have gone full sling. Regardless, though, I think the strategies that I expected to happen happened there, and it was all down to the two best players. Good stuff. Good stuff. Man, I'm so excited for the final. Now, let's talk about that for a little bit. In the group stages, which I keep referencing, Aftermath wrecked. They destroyed Tyrant. They 3-0'd them. So the final will be a best of 7. Yesterday in the other semifinal, Aftermath, they also 3-0'd SY. So Tyrant is definitely the underdog going into the final game, or the final series. Yeah, I'll show you everything from the very beginning. There's the KD. Viper getting more kills. I think that Doubt's distractions, the amount of areas he hit, because he hit every single Finland player and both corners multiple times. Doubt's presence gave Viper this opportunity. Because Max had more, remember when Max came up on the hill? Max had way more military than Viper, and he had Britain range. But Max, he was running all over. And because of that, Viper then could clean up in many different areas. There's the resources collected too, if you wanted to see it. See, this is big right here. Turks collecting that gold faster. 13,000 gold. You want to make a bet that Tato was slinging gold? Looks like it. All right. I think I'll stick around for a couple minutes. I'm going to try and get Viper in here for an interview. I'll talk to them, maybe Tato as well.